Welcome to this week's segment of our health talk at Volume3 Tv. I am Khalilat Ibraheem, and today I have bring to you something amazing once again. And guess what that is? This is reasons why you overeat. Have you ever thought about reasons why you overeat? While exploring the complex tapestry of our eating habits, then we can realize then that there are some factors that are associated to reason why we have tendency to overindulge. And that is one reason why it is important for us to understand that we need to look at these factors in order to know how best to deal with the relationship of you and I with the food that we eat. So what are these reasons? Don't go anywhere. Come closer. I am about to share you that. So the reasons are in different forms. It's crossed across the physiological, the stress part, which is under biological. We have the psychological as well. We also have the habit-forming part as well. And also we have the environmental and social influence. And I'm going to take you through each of these one after the other. When I say the physiological, this one has to do with every part of you. When I say, for example, your hormonal imbalance, talking about the mechanism that help you to know when you are expected to eat, and the mechanism that tells you that, no, please don't take something else again, you are actually full. And this is always as a result of something we call insulin resistance. When I say insulin resistance, this has to do with when we have intakes of sugar, there is high possibility of us having resistance to insulin. And this is because of the fact that insulin is unable to receive much more. And that is one reason why you have what we call diabetes. We have the type 1 and type 2 diabetes. The type 1 diabetes happens when your insulin is not enough, unable to produce enough insulin. But when you're having excess, that is when you have what? Type 2 diabetes. So all of this, when you're having hormonal imbalance, it causes you to what? It causes you to overeat. And this is because of the reactions you are having. And the second one is psychological factor. When I say psychological factors, many people, when they experience emotions such as pain, this emotion causes them to fall back to eating because they see it as a way to compensate themselves. They see it as a way to comfort themselves because of boredom, because of the fact that they are feeling pain as a result of something that happened to them emotionally. And as a result, they find themselves eating too much. The third one rather, is where we have stress. Many people overeat as a result of stress. And this is because when you are stressed, there is a signal that is sent to your body. There is this hormone secretion that ignites your appetite. You just feel yourself that after eating, you just want to eat more. I'm so tired. Please give me food. I'm so very hungry. Let me just eat. Let me just eat. Let me just eat. You continue to eat. And you realize that it becomes a part of you. That anytime you are stressed, you just want to continue eating. Another one is forming habits. Many of us, you find yourself that whenever you are trying to do something, maybe you are trying to watch a movie, you are trying to watch a program, or you are trying to read, you like chewing something. You like to have something in your mouth at all times. Like you want your mouth to be busy. And when this continues, it becomes a part of you. Yes, that you cannot do without taking something in your mouth. And this is one thing that causes you to overeat. Even when you are full, you still want to take snacks while reading or while watching a movie. This is a form that causes you to overeat as well. And when I say social and environmental influence, many often we have social settings, right? Some of us belong to social organizations and clubs. And when we are out there with our people, sometimes you have an event that you have the ability to eat so much food. But then you realize that when you begin to eat, and they tell you, please feel free, there's so many things to eat, and say, this particular thing I've been craving, this porridge I'm taking is today. You're the same person that took porridge. You're the same person that took swallow. You're the same person that took rice. Why? Do you want to kill yourself? Are you trying to commit suicide? No, please don't do that. when you continue to do this, and when you have the notion that every time I go to party or I go to any social gathering, I'm going to eat to the fullest, it's become a part of you. So when you continue to do that, you realize that you are on what? You're already on overeating. And another thing that causes you to overeat when it's just availability of food and palatability. And this is when you have foods that is palatable to your craving. And you know, this era that we have, we can see food everywhere. In fact, some pictures are so enticing that you feel like taking those food immediately. They look sumptuous when you look at them. I say, God, I just need to order this. And when you pass through a restaurant, you just see this, that I'm going to take this is my craving. And when you continue to do that, you overeat. Even when you have eaten before you left home, you realize that, yes, because of that palatability to your craving, and you can see it readily available, you tend to eat it. And all of this are the stages at which overeating can occur. So when you have realized that any of these stages is where you fall, I think you'll be able to reevaluate what you need to do, right? So I'm looking forward to you looking at those steps. Let me revise it for you again. When I say the very first thing is psychological part. The second one is physiological. The next one is stress. The next one is food palatability and availability. The next one is social and environmental factors. All of these are the reasons that can cause you to do what? To always want to overeat. And that this is one of the things that cause you to eat, that makes you to have cravings without even knowing why. So now I am telling you. So with this, you should be able to reevaluate. And please remember that you should subscribe to our YouTube channel and also click on the notification bell so you can always get to know the next session we have for you. And don't hesitate to follow all our social media platforms. Remember, your wellness is my concern. I remain Khalilat Ibraheem. Bye for now.